Now to other news. It may feel like summer, but fall is right around the corner, and so are Friday night lights. Well, sort of.
That true sign of the fall season was missed last year, but in 1 week, Maine high schools will return to the football field in front of a lot of excited fans.
Sam Rogers joins us now from Cheverus High School to fill us in on a number of concerns related to the upcoming season. Hi, Sam.
Hey, Cindy. Well, right now it's soccer, but in 1 week, dozens of Maine high schools will kick off their first tackle football seasons in 2 years. At this point, we all know that last season was sidelined due to COVID-19, and those concerns haven't escaped us just yet. In fact, student athletes and coaches will face plenty of opponents this fall on the field and off.
It's just the stuff we're going to have to go through now.
Before defensive linemen can chase down quarterbacks next week, Rich Buzzle had to chase down close contacts to a football player who tested positive for COVID-19.
If a kid has not been vaccinated and the kid was deemed a close contact, that they have to quarantine for 10 days.
Marshwood High School, the 2017, 18, and 19 Class B state champs, now has nearly half its roster in quarantine.
We had 25 kids that were not vaccinated.
Fully vaccinated players do not have to quarantine if they're deemed a close contact and have no symptoms. But that doesn't help Buzzle's team now.
We feel like it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Another potential flag on the play this season, canceling games due to several COVID cases within one team.
There's no penalties, so you don't get issued a loss, you don't get issued a win.
Speaking of penalties,
we don't have 75 officials to put into a game. We have more like around 50 to 53.
A limited number of officials around the state is forcing Supervisor of Southwestern Maine officials Mike Druin to get creative.
High school football, that's the thing for most schools, is to play on a Friday night.
Well, not this year, so some schools will play on Thursdays or Saturdays this fall, but at least they're playing.
Because bottom line, that's what it is. We want to service the kids, the players, and then the coaches and the fans.
Druin adding he's fast-tracking officials to get them game ready. Normally, they wait 3 years to ref varsity football. Again, not this year.
A lot of these guys are former coaches like myself, players, and people that just love the game of football.
The game of football will look different here at Cheverus. Literally, this fall there will be 6 fewer players on the field than in years past as the school is making its 8-man football debut.
We've had 2 years to make the transition, and we're ready for sure.
The traditional Class A powerhouse will begin a new chapter of its history next Saturday against Yarmouth.
Hasn't felt much different for us in terms of how we prepare and what the playbook looks like.
Some schools will stick to the playbook. Others might throw it out because this year will be so unpredictable. But in football, some of the best moments happen after a scramble. In this case, that scramble was nearly 2 years long.
That's the best feeling in the world, being able to watch those kids play.
Look on the bright side, we're going to be able to have spectators back at games.
It'll just be good to be getting back to business that way and doing what we love.
Now, the Maine Principals Association was expected to release further guidelines as it relates to this upcoming football season, but officials told News Center Maine the Maine CDC is going to review that document before it is released. And now it is expected that those guidelines will clear up what schools will have to do if a game is canceled due to COVID-19 outbreaks. But right now, student athletes are all on the same page. They're thinking, when is game day? We're live in Portland tonight. Sam Rogers, News Center Maine.
Sam, thank you.